Hi everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super cool Erasun bracelet, and this was designed by Sebas the Loomer on Instagram. I will have his name in the description box below. But for now, this is what his profile looks like, so you can scroll through his account, like his photos, do all that fun stuff, give him a follow for me. And like I said, I'll have his name in the description box below. But this is what the bracelet looks like. It's actually a fairly wide hook-only bracelet, but it's super duper pretty, especially when you do a bunch of colors or a color pattern. And to make this today, you're going to be needing a hook and C-clip and some bands. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. The first band you're going to want to grab is this bottom bit here, which I use zebra bands for. Today I am using red jelly bands. So to start, you're going to make 12 loops on your hook. So you're going to cap a band, pull another band through, reattach one loop, then pull another band through the first two, lift the outside one, again through the first two, lift the outside one, do this 2 more times. You have 6 loops on this side, you're going to slide it down, do the same thing, just take off that band and pick up the other cap band loop. Make sure you're picking up that outside band. Okay. So you should have 12 loops on your hook. You can just spread them out if you need to count them. But this is what it should look like so far. Next, you're going to take one of the bands for the center. So since I used a rainbow here, it's going to be explained a little bit differently. But the center bands here I am using penguin black for. And then the side bands here, which are each of these side bands, I'm going to be using zebra bands for. But for now, you're going to take a center band. And you're going to pull this through the first 8 loops, so make sure you have that on your hook. Pull it through these first 4, and then these next 4. You're going to grab this first loop here, skip these next 2, which are the very center 2, and grab the rest, put them on your hook, and rearrange all except this one band here. So now you have this. Now what you're going to do is take a zebra band. You're going to pull this band through these bands here, the first 5. You're going to pick up the first one, you're going to skip the second one, you're going to pick up the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, and then rearrange these outer 2. Now you're going to grab a red jelly band, pull it through the first 3 loops. You're going to lift the first band and the 3rd band. So you should have something like this, and because these bands are kind of loose, you might want to make sure that all of your bands stay in order when you make this bracelet, otherwise it'll look a little bit weird. So just a reminder, you're going to flip this around and do the same thing to the other side. So you're going to take a zebra band, you're going to pull this through the first 5 loops. You're going to pick up the first loop, skip the second loop, and then grab the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and rearrange these outer 2. Next, grab a red band, pull it through the first 3, pick up the 1st and the 3rd loop. So now you can kind of pull on your bands a little bit. It should look something like this. And then this band here, it's supposed to be like this, but it did get arranged differently when I was sliding it down. So this is what your loop setup should look like so far. Now we're going to start the process, which you'll be doing all the way down your bracelet. You're going to take another penguin black band, and you're going to pull it through all these loops up to the black. You're not going to pull it through this one though. You're going to pick up the first one, skip the middle 2, pick up the 4th one, and then pick up all the rest of these bands. Make sure you grab them all and rearrange them. Make sure that they stay in the same order. And then here you're going to want to take this penguin black band that's on the inside and pull it over to the outside. So now it should look something like this. It's going to look a little bit weird for now, but it'll adjust itself in just a second. We're going to take our zebra band. We're going to pull that through all these bands up to here. You're going to pick up the first band. You're going to skip the middle two, and then you're going to pick up this fourth band and then the outer three. You're going to rearrange these two reds. Make sure that those bands stay in order. And then you're also going to rearrange this zebra band so that it's on the outside. It's a bit difficult to rearrange, but once you get the hang of it, it should be pretty easy. So once you have all of your bands in order, you're going to want to take a red jelly band through the first 4 bands this time. You're going to lift the first and the fourth. You're going to leave those middle 2 there. Now, if your band is looking something like this, you're going to want to make sure that the black band is in the correct order. And you're going to slide this down to the other end. Take your other zebra band through all these bands up to here. Should be through the first 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. You'll pick up the first band. Gonna skip the second and the third. Gonna pick up the fourth, and then the 5th, 6th, and 7th, the outer 3. Rearrange those outer 2 red. Should be fairly easy to rearrange those, and then the zebra band is going to be a little bit more difficult. So you're going to have that. Take a red jelly band through the first 4, lift the first and the fourth. Now make sure that all of your bands are crossed over in the same direction and they look the same. And once you have done that, you're going to take your next band, your next center band. You're going to pull a penguin black band through all these bands up to here. Lift the first band, skip the second and third, grab the fourth, and then take all these outer bands as well. Rearrange all of these up to the red band, and then this penguin black band as well. It's going to be a little bit difficult to do. Well, once you have that, it should look like this. You're going to take your zebra band through the first 7. You're going to grab the first band, you're going to skip the second and third, grab the fourth, and then the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Rearrange those 2 outer red and this one zebra. And then make sure your bands stay in order. You're going to grab a red band, pull that through the first 4 loops, lift the first and the fourth, and slide this down to the other end. You're going to grab your zebra band, pull that through all of these loops up to here, grab the first band, skip the second and third, grab the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and then rearrange all of these. Usually you have to pull that zebra band over. Grab your red jelly, pull it through the first 4 loops, lift the first and the fourth loop, just like so. Then, I'll show you this one last time. You're going to take your penguin band again, penguin black, pull that through all these bands up to here, pick up first, fourth, and the rest of them. I'm going to rearrange these. Just be careful when you do. You don't want to mix up the order of your zebra bands. I'm going to switch these 2 out. Also make sure that you're moving this black band to the outside, not the other band to the inside, because it won't cross right if you do that. Going to take a zebra band through the first 7, pick up the 1st, the 4th, the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Then rearrange your bands. Make sure they're in the right order. Grab your red band through the first 4, lift the 1st and the 4th. Slide this down to the other end. Grab your zebra band through all these bands up to here. Pick up the first band, first band, 4th band, and then 5th, 6th, 7th as well. And rearrange that zebra band. Take a red jelly through the first 4, lift the 1st and the 4th, and then make sure that those stay in the correct order. So you're going to continue this until it's long enough to fit around your wrist, and now I will show you how to close it off. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. I'm just going to show you the way that I find the neatest. So yeah, you're going to start by taking a red band. All the rest of the bands you're going to use to close this off are going to be red bands. You're going to pull this through the first 6 loops. You're going to lift, not the 1st or the 2nd, but the 3rd, the 4th, and the 7th. You're going to put those back on your hook, and then you're going to pull a band through the first 4, lift the outer 1, just like so. Now slide this down to the other end and do the same thing. Take your red jelly band through the first 6, or 5, sorry. I think I said 6 before, I did mean 5, I'm sorry. You're going to pick up not the 1st or the 2nd, but the 3rd and the 4th. Oh, I do mean 6, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I can't count. The bands are blending together on my camera. You're going to take the 3rd and the 4th and the 6th. Now band through the first 4, lift the outer 1. Now you have all these middle bands. You're going to take a red band, pull it through all of these up to the last 2. You're going to pick up the first band and this 3rd to last band and then the outer 2. Put that back on and rearrange the outer 2. Now take one last band and pull it through all 8 of these loops on your hook. So like I said, you can do a lot of different closures, but that's just one way that I do it. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video, so thank you for watching. Make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I will have Sebas the Loomer's name in the description box below, so make sure to check him out on Instagram, give him a follow for me. But that is going to do it for this video, so I hope to see you all next time.